Dear students, today I am going to discuss about PCR. It is an in vitro technique. It is used to produce large quantities of a specific DNA sequence. This technique was invented by Carey Mullis in the year 1985. It is an automatic version of DNA replication. A typical PCR process is used to produce million number of copies of a specific DNA sequence from original target DNA sequence. Here, what is PCR? P stands for polymerase, C stands for chain, and R stands for reaction. The name itself tells us that in this reaction, DNA polymerase enzyme is used for DNA replication. It's a chain reaction because the target DNA sequence repeatedly replicated as long as the procedure of this technique continues. So, this procedure is known as polymer chain reaction. Polymer chain reaction is a cyclic process. Each cycle consists of 32. Each cycle consists of 3 steps: denaturation, chain annealing, denaturation, primer annealing, and chain elongation. PCR procedure consists of series of 30 to 35 cycles. Each cycle completed within 3 to 5 minutes. This reaction takes place in PCR tubes. Reaction is automated in an device known as thermal cycler. It is an automated temperature control device. This is the introduction of PCR. Then what are the components of PCR? Basic components of PCR. Here 4 types of basic components required for PCR reaction. Basic components. First one is double-stranded DNA. It is the main source of target DNA sequence. This is the double-stranded DNA. This is the target DNA sequence. The double-stranded DNA is the main source of target DNA sequence. Here 3 primer, 5 primer. Here this is the target sequence. In the double-stranded DNA, each strand is act as a template DNA for the reaction. We should have the knowledge about the border of DNA, target DNA sequence. Here we should have the knowledge of border of the target DNA sequence, which is essential for the next requirement. What are the next requirements? Next requirement is two different single-stranded primers. These primers are short nucleotides. 12 to 24 nucleotides long. 12 to 24 nucleotides long, which are having 12 to 24 nucleotides. These are short nucleotide sequences. These are chemically synthesized DNA sequences. These primers are used. These primers, these are chemically synthesized nucleotides. One of the primer is complementary to the border sequence of target DNA sequence. Each primer is complementary to the border sequence of, this is the border sequence of DNA, target DNA segment. Each primer is complementary to the border sequence of DNA segment or template DNA. Next requirement is, third one is DNTPs. Here deoxyribonucleotide triphosphates. 4 types of deoxyribonucleotide triphosphates are required for this reaction. These DNTPs will be used by the enzyme DNA polymerase for the synthesis of new DNA strand. Here 4 types: DATPs, DGTPs, DCTPs and DTTPs. These are the 4 nucleotide triphosphates. And last requirement is DNA polymerase enzyme. DNA polymerase. This enzyme must be heat stable. Heat stable DNA polymerase is required. Why? Because normal DNA polymerases are lose their stability and function at high temperatures. Generally, PCR reaction takes place at high temperature. So, heat stable DNA polymerases are used in this reaction. For example, these polymerase, mostly used polymerase is TAC polymerase. This enzyme is isolated from Thermophilus bacteria, Thermophilus aquaticus. Thermophilus aquaticus. These are the basic components of PCR. These the PCR tubes, these components are added in the PCR tube with suitable buffer, and then these tubes kept in the device known as thermal cycler. Let us learn about the procedure of PCR. What are the steps involved in PCR? Basically 3 steps involved in PCR. Steps. First one is denaturation. In this step, reaction mixer is heated. This step is carried out at the temperature 94 to 98 degrees centigrade. In this step, double-stranded DNA denatures into 2 single-stranded DNA. Denatures into 2 single-stranded DNAs. This process is known as DNA denaturation. In this process, reaction is heated at the this step is carried out at the temperature 94 to 98 degrees centigrade. In this step, the double-stranded DNA is denatures into 2 single-stranded DNAs. chain. Next step is primer annealing. The two primers are binding to these two strands. Each of the primer is binding at the border of target DNA sequence, which is complementary to the template DNA strand. Each primer here, each primer is bind to the each primer is binding to the each single strand DNA. In this way, these primers bind. These primers bind in this way. This step is known as primer annealing. In this step, the reaction mixer is slow. The temperature of reaction mixer is slowly reduces to 40 to 60 degrees centigrade. This step is carried out at the 40 to 60 degrees centigrade. This is primer annealing. And third step is chain elongation. In this step, DNA polymerase enzyme bind to the DNA polymerase enzyme bind to each primer in this way. H5 terminal, 5 3 chain elongation is going on 3 prime from 3 primer. In this way, here these DNA polymerases are bind to the primer and read the nucleotide sequences which are present on the template DNA strand and add the new nucleotides to the primer during the synthesis of new strand, during the synthesis of replication. According to the nucleotide sequence which is present on the template strand, complementary nucleotides are added by this DNA polymerase in this process. During this process, chain elongation takes place in this way. From 3 primer template strand, from 3 primer to 5 primer way. This is the chain elongation process. For this process, temperature rises up to 72 to 75 degrees centigrade. This temperature is required for this process. This is the chain, this is the steps involved, these are the steps involved in PCR technique. In the first end of the first cycle, we will get 2 copies. These 2 copies are act as, these 2 copies will produce 4 template strands. These 4 strands act as templates for next cycle. Then next cycle produces 4 copies. In this way, end of the PCR, we will get million copies of DNA sequences. Within 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, we will get million copies of DNA, specific DNA sequences. This is the PCR technique. Next, let us know the applications of PCR. So many applications are there, but some are the most important applications. First one is forensic analysis. In forensic analysis, such as for paternity testing and criminal investigation, this PCR is used. And disease diagnosis, PCR is used in disease diagnosis and environmental studies and genome genome sequencing projects. It is used in genome sequencing projects, agriculture testing, forensic paternity testing, criminal investigation and environmental uh, evolutionary studies. These are the main areas used. These are the main areas of um, main areas uh, for using PCR. This is the this is about PCR. I hope you can understand my lecture. Thank you.